Welcome, curious minds, to another deep dive. Today we're venturing into, well, an unsettling heart of urban wilderness. It's a place where striking natural beauty casts a really chilling shadow. We're not just sifting through sources today, we're stepping into a narrative where, the serenity of nature really intertwines with the stark reality of human darkness. Our focus is Gwynns Falls Leakin Park in West Baltimore. For many, its name is whispered with a certain dread. It's known across the country, really, as one of America's most infamous dumping grounds. Since the 1940s, officially, over 70 bodies have been discovered within its sprawling borders, though the true number, as our sources suggest, is undoubtedly much, much higher. You've provided us with some truly powerful material here, tracing the park's origins, its sort of transformation into this grim repository, and highlighting some of the most notorious cases that have stained its history. So get ready, because we're about to explore the complex, dark allure of this massive urban forest.
It's a compelling paradox, isn't it? This idea that such a vast public space, one intended for recreation and natural preservation, could become so deeply associated with such tragic, often unsolved mysteries. It really emphasizes the hidden complexities and the stark contrasts that exist within our urban landscapes.
That contrast is precisely the heart of the enigma, I think. Let's first set the scene, maybe unravel how this park even came to be. Our sources take us back to 1901. Baltimore City, anticipating significant growth, earmarked a substantial tract of land for, future park development. By 1908, a portion of this vision materialized as Gwynns Falls Park.
Right.
Then came a pivotal moment in its history, the legacy of J. Wilson Leakin. Upon his passing in 1922, he bequeaths a collection of valuable downtown buildings to the city. His instructions were clear. Sell these properties, use the proceeds to expand the existing parkland, and crucially, name a significant portion after his grandfather who shared his name.
That's quite a contribution.
It was. This incredibly generous act added dozens more acres, eventually leading to the merger of what became Leakin Park and Gwynns Falls Park into one contiguous, truly massive 12,216-acre landmass.
It's quite remarkable when you consider the sheer scale of it. This vision created a public green space larger even than New York's Central Park.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, establishing one of the largest urban wilderness areas on the East Coast. What's intriguing, though, is how such an ambitious project, designed to provide a natural sanctuary, could evolve over time to conceal such a dark and pervasive secret. The sheer sort of untamed vastness of it really sets a unique stage for what unfortunately follows.
Exactly. And when you look at it today, it really is a magnificent natural area. It boasts a beautiful 15-mile bike trail that winds under covered bridges and across rocky gorges, a bustling nature center, extensive shaded hiking trails, and even a beautifully restored historic mansion. By all accounts, it should be a celebrated jewel of the city. So what changed? How did this magnificent natural space, designed for public enjoyment, come to earn its incredibly sinister reputation as a place where bodies disappear? Well, the story of Leakin Park is inextricably linked with Baltimore's own struggles. The city has unfortunately gained a certain notoriety for its crime rate.
Yes.
If you've ever encountered shows like The Wire, you have a sense of the pervasive issues. And within this landscape, Leakin Park emerged as its dark secret keeper. Our sources paint a stark picture. In 2017, for instance, the city found itself in a desperate moment. Community advocates initiated a nobody kill anybody ceasefire, a heartfelt plea for peace.
I remember that.
Yet, tragically, it failed to last even 72 hours. Within 40 hours of its initiation, a 24-year-old man was fatally shot, followed by a 37-year-old just hours later.
It's awful.
It's a sobering reminder of the deep-seated and pervasive violence that has unfortunately plagued the city for far too long.
This immediately begs the question, though. Why Leakin Park specifically? Why this particular location above others? It seems to be an unfortunate confluence of factors. Its sheer size, there's numerous discrete access roads that weave through the wilderness,
Right.
And its proximity to some of Baltimore's neighborhoods struggling with the highest crime rates all create what you might call a perfect storm. For criminals, it offers an unparalleled sense of anonymity, a place where bodies can be quickly and effectively hidden from immediate discovery. The park is so vast and dense that it functions almost as an ideal canvas for concealment.
That's where the narrative really takes a chilling turn. Leakin Park's grim history isn't just a recent phenomenon. It stretches back decades. The first confirmed murder victim discovered there was in 1946.
46, wow.
Yeah, 13-year-old Richard Truman. He was accidentally shot by 15-year-old Robert Clayton Wright, who, in a moment of panic, hid the body within the park's dense foliage.
So, an accident initially?
Initially, yes. But the park's most truly terrifying chapter one that sent shivers through the city, began in 1968. That year, 4 young boys, Larry and Matt Jefferson, aged 9 and 5, Louis Hill, 10, and Lester Watson, also 10, were found brutally murdered.
Oh, God. 4 of them.
4. The perpetrator, an 18-year-old janitor named Reginald Vernon Oates, was apprehended carrying evidence of, unspeakable crimes against the children. Police discovered the boys' bodies had been subjected to extreme violence and mutilation, revealing a horrifying level of depravity. Oates was ultimately declared insane and confined to a mental hospital.
Just horrific.
And it didn't stop there. The following year, 1969, the park yielded another victim under equally disturbing circumstances. Eugene Leroy Anderson, identified as a Black Panther and possibly an FBI informant, met a gruesome end.
What happened to him?
His eyes were gouged out, alcohol had been rubbed on his body, and he had endured 2 days of savage beating and scratching before his death.
2 days.
And to this day, his murder remains unsolved. These early cases really cast a long, chilling shadow, setting a grim precedent for the park's future and cementing its place in the city's darkest lore.
These early cases, ranging from the tragic panic of a teenager trying to conceal an accidental killing to these truly horrific, premeditated acts of unimaginable cruelty. They speak volumes. What they solidify is Leakin Park's consistent role, not merely as a convenient hiding spot, but as a deliberate escape route for criminals. It becomes a place designed to sever any traceable ties between perpetrator and victim, providing a chilling testament to its enabling geography and the almost deliberate choice by criminals to exploit its natural cover.
And for many of you listening, Leakin Park might be most familiar through its connection to one of the most famous true crime narratives of our time, the acclaimed podcast, Serial.
Absolutely.
Its groundbreaking first season meticulously delved into the 1999 murder of Hae Min Lee, a bright, popular senior at Woodlawn High School in Baltimore County. Our sources describe Hae as smart, beautiful, cheerful, a great athlete, and incredibly responsible. On January 13, 1999, she was supposed to pick up her little cousin, a routine she never missed, but she simply never showed up.
So Spanish.
Her family immediately knew something was terribly wrong. About a month later, on February 9, her body was discovered in Leakin Park in a shallow grave.
Found by
A maintenance worker who had stopped for a moment and noticed a disturbing patch of black hair poking out from the ground.
Oh, terrible.
The cause of death was confirmed as manual strangulation. Someone took her life with their bare hands.
Yeah.
6 weeks after her disappearance, her ex-boyfriend, Adnan Syed, then 18, was arrested. He was later convicted and given a life sentence for her murder, though he's always protested his innocence.
Right, always.
Serial truly captivated an international audience, didn't it? It meticulously poked holes in how the case was handled and prompted millions to question if the right killer was truly behind bars.
It really did. The legal saga that followed was extraordinary.
Absolutely. The legal journey for Adnan has been a real roller coaster. In 2018, a court initially ruled he might get a new trial, only for Maryland's highest court to reinstate his conviction.
And then another twist.
Exactly. Then in 2022, a Baltimore judge vacated his conviction, allowing his release, a decision later upheld by an appeals court. It's been back and forth. However, throughout this entire ordeal, Hae Min Lee's family has consistently and steadfastly maintained their belief in Adnan's guilt. In a powerful statement, they articulated their pain, saying, "The events of this past week have reopened wounds few can imagine. It remains hard to see so many run to defend someone who committed a horrible crime, who destroyed our family, who refuses to accept responsibility when so few are willing to speak up for Hae. She stood up for what was right, regardless of popular opinion."
That's incredibly powerful. And this particular case, more than almost any other, really highlights the profound and enduring trauma for victims' families, especially when public opinion, heavily influenced by new media and these narratives, diverges so sharply from legal outcomes. What stands out here is how a physical location, a park, becomes inextricably linked to a narrative that millions have followed. It transforms it into a touchstone for profound questions about truth, doubt, and the ultimate pursuit of closure, even long after legal verdicts have been handed down.
Yeah.
It's a striking illustration of how a crime can reverberate for decades.
And even with all that intense scrutiny and global attention from Serial, Leakin Park's grim reputation unfortunately persists. It hasn't stopped. Our sources confirm that in 2018 alone, at least 3 more bodies were discovered within its bounds. Deshaun Conyers in January, Ricky Tyrone Williams in July, and Albertus Nelson in December.
Just in 1 year, 3 more.
It's a stark, undeniable reminder that this sprawling urban wilderness continues to be a dumping ground, a silent witness to ongoing tragedies. Many concerned Baltimore residents have actively called for significant changes, advocating for the park's numerous access roads to be shut down or even reimagined entirely as bicycle paths, hoping to make it less desirable and thus less accessible for criminal activity.
If you zoom out, this presents a fascinating paradox that really encapsulates the whole discussion, doesn't it? On one hand, it is, without question, a naturally beautiful, enticing place for bikers, hikers, nature enthusiasts. I mean, one of the largest urban wilderness areas on the East Coast.
Right.
On the other hand, its dense foliage, its many hidden ravines, and those numerous access points make it incredibly appealing for those with malicious intent. The critical insight here, I think the one that's crucial for understanding the park's true nature, is that Leakin Park is primarily a place where bodies are dumped after crimes have been committed elsewhere.
That's a key distinction.
It is. It's the repository, not typically the scene of the initial crime. So what this means for the casual visitor is that during the day, for recreation, it is generally considered safe. The horror lies in its role as the final, silent resting place for untold victims.
So what we've explored today is a place of profound contradiction. A sprawling green lung for Baltimore, a vital natural resource, yet simultaneously a silent witness to countless tragedies and unspeakable acts. Leakin Park's story is one of breathtaking natural beauty marred by the darkest aspects of human nature. It's a constant, unsettling presence in the city's grim criminal history.
And this raises an important question for you, our listener, to maybe ponder. In a complex urban environment, how do we effectively balance the essential preservation of vast natural spaces with the profound responsibility to ensure public safety, especially when those very spaces inadvertently become stages for such horrific events? It's a tough balance.
It really is. The legacy of Gwynns Falls Leakin Park, filled with both vibrant life and, well, these unsettling secrets, serves as a powerful and chilling reminder of the many layers of stories hidden just beneath the surface of our everyday world. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into Baltimore's enigmatic wilderness. We encourage you to consider the many layers of stories that exist in your own surroundings, maybe in the places you pass by every day. We'll see you next time.